Conversation with
Justin Moore.
How you doing, bud?
I'm good, man.
Friday morning conversation with
Justin Moore.
I'm like,
How you doing,
I
bud?
need to come do this more
I'm
often
good, man. I was
because
just
everything
thinking
has
as
changed.
I'm
sitting in this new
Well,
studio.
the thing is,
I'm
you
like,
don't.
I need to
You're
come do
one
this
of the
more
few,
often
the
because
unicorns
everything
that don't
has
actually
changed.
live in Nashville.
Right.
Well, the thing
It's
is,
like
you don't.
you,
You're one of
Zach
the few,
Brown,
the
and
unicorns
Darius.
that don't actually
See,
live
I
in
didn't even know
Nashville.
Zach lived out of
It's
town.
like
He still lives in
you,
Georgia?
Still lives
Zach
in Georgia.
Brown
Wow.
and Darius.
Okay.
But
See,
there
I
are a
didn't
few
even
of
know
you,
Zach
and you're
lived
the
out of
three
town. He
that
still lives
people
in
will bring up,
Georgia?
because I'll talk to some of these new
Wow.
acts and
Okay.
Off the air.
But there are a few of
And
you,
some of
and
them,
you're
like,
the
won't
three
live
that
here
people will
yet.
bring up, because I'll talk to some of these new acts.
Pretty much you
and
got to get to
off
town
the
at
air.
first.
And some of
Because
them
you got to be
won't live
around
here
everything
yet.
while you're popping. But like, well,
Pretty much
Justin
you
Moore
gotta
doesn't
get to
live
town
here
at
in
first.
Arkansas.
I
Because you got to be around
before he left.
everything
I
while
li-
you're
I
popping.
lived here for
But like, well,
almost
Justin
10
Moore doesn't
years.
live here. He lives in Arkansas.
So, and it
Well,
definitely
Justin Moore
back
had hits
then, you
before he left.
absolutely had
I
to be
lived
here for
at
almost
least
10
to
years.
get your career off the
So,
ground.
and it definitely back then, you
absolutely
nowadays
had
with
to
social
be here
media, I don't
at
know
least
that
to
it's
get your career
as
off the ground.
imperative as it was then.
You know,
but
nowadays
it
with social
definitely is
media, I don't know that it's
important to be here and
as
make connections,
imperative as it
contacts,
was then, but
and
it
kinda
definitely
cut
is
your teeth
important
here.
to be here,
Especially as a
making
songwriter.
connections,
Which is a big
contacts.
part of it, because a lot of
kinda
people
cuts
come
your
to
teeth
town
here.
and they have to make
Especially
money
as a
somehow.
songwriter.
You ain't making no
Which
money
is
as
a
a
big part of it.
Because a lot of people
You gotta
come to town and they have to make money somehow. You ain't making no money as an artist.
No.
You got to pay. You got to get a publishing
Man,
deal
I had
where
a
they pay you to write
our
songs,
first single
mostly
that
for
went number
yourself.
one was Small
But you
Town
gotta pay the
USA, which
rent.
was our second single.
Man, I had a
and
our
I
first
bring that up
single
to
that
prove
went
the
number
point
one
you
was
just
Small
made.
Town USA, which was our second
I
single.
didn't even get in a bus.
And I bring that
until
up to prove the point you
that
just
song was like
made.
top 15. I didn't
And
even
I'm
get
like,
in a bus
I've got the
until
15th.
that song was like top
most
15.
popular song in the country,
And I'm like,
I'm still riding
I've
around in
got
a
the
van,
15th,
and I still ain't made
you
a
know,
dime on a
most
show.
popular song in the country.
You know, it was a
and
year
I'm
after
still
that
riding around in a
song hit
van,
when-
and I still
when
ain't
you
made a
start making
dime
a
on a
little
show.
bit of cash, you know?
You know, it was
To
a
rent a
year
tour
after that
bus.
song hit when
About
when you
five,
start making a little bit of cash.
just to rent one for a
To
weekend,
rent
it's
a
about
tour
$5,000 a
bus.
weekend. Much less if you're
About
not.
five-
know.
to get ready
Yeah,
for the whole
just to
month.
rent one
for
for
a
a
weekend,
year.
it's about $5,000 a
Right.
weekend. Much less if you're
God
not.
forbid you're
paying like a
bringing
mortgage
for
on
the
the
whole
bus,
month,
you know, or for
Right.
a year. Let's say
Or
you're
pay.
you got to pay $5,000 to take a bus
like a
out for a
mortgage on the
weekend.
bus.
You know,
Well,
how do you
yeah.
make that $5,000?
Let's say you're
Yeah, and
you gotta
pay a
pay
band.
$5,000 to take a bus out for a
And,
weekend.
You know, the
Well, how do you make
the
that
crew
$5,000?
that you-
Yeah,
it
and pay a
requires
band.
to-
So, yeah, it was- that
you
was
know,
one of the most common
the crew
misconceptions that I personally had. I thought, oh yeah,
so
we'll
yeah,
get
it
on
was
the
that
tour
was one of the
bus.
most common.
And then for the first couple
misconceptions
of years
that I
of your career,
personally
unless
had. I
it-
thought, oh yeah,
it's
we'll
one of
get
those
on the
deals
tour
where it's an
bus.
anomaly,
And
you
then
just
for the
blow
first
up,
couple of
which
years
I
of your
didn't
career,
do,
unless it's one of those deals where it's an
then
anomaly.
you're in
and
a
you just
different
blow
bus
up,
every
which
week.
I
You
didn't
make enough
do,
money
but,
to do a bus, but you don't make enough
then
money.
you're
to have
you're in
a
a
bus.
different
To have a
bus
bus.
every week. You make enough money to do a bus, but you don't make enough money
To have a
to
bus.
have a bus.
Yeah.
And so, so you got to drag all your stuff off every week, which it sounds like first world problems, right? But when you're doing this for a living, it certainly you need those luxuries, obviously, or you go kind of insane.
I would have friends that would lose money touring.
Oh yeah.
Was that ever a thing for you where you were just out grinding and just barely breaking even?
Well, before I got my record deal, I didn't play a whole lot. I mean, I had played growing up, and obviously had played a lot of music, but I didn't play a ton here. I would go back home to Arkansas, or we'd get a gig in Georgia, or maybe one in Mississippi, or whatever, frat parties, or whatever it may be. And so during that time, yeah, man, you're either breaking even or losing money most of the time. Fortunately, as far as once we got our deal and I'm with William Morris, who books me, which I know you are too. But
I'm a CAA, just for the record.
Oh,
For
are
anybody
you?
listening, yes. I want to get that confused.
Okay, yeah. Well,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Excuse
Go ahead.
me. I just wanted to give CAA a plug there. That's what give you the opportunity to plug them. But sign with a booking agent, and then they start getting you booked. But I never had that once fortunately that happened. But yeah, before, man, and like I said, until you have a hit, and it's way past having a hit, that I made some dough,
So whenever, like in Arkansas, what town, you want to say what town you live in now?
Yeah, Poen. I live in Poen, which you know well, because
You went back to Poen because you were we live in Bryant?
I was,
Yeah.
I was living in Bryant. So my wife is from south of New Orleans, a town called Houma, Louisiana, and it's probably about the size of Hot Springs,
which is
that may be
near where
kind
I'm from,
of
yeah.
insider for you and I, but it's a good sized town. In other words, it's certainly not a Nashville or Atlanta or anything like that, but it's a pretty good sized town. And so she loved living here in Nashville, and I always wanted to move home, and it kept on her and kept on her. And she said, well, all right, I can't go straight from Nashville to Poen. You know, it'd be like going Nashville to Mountain Pine.
Yeah.
And she's like, we got to stop in Little Rock or something. I'm like, how about Bryant, which is a suburb of Little Rock for those who are unfamiliar. Kind of like Franklin to Nashville, if you will. But yeah, so we lived there for 5 years, loved it. I just got tired of getting a letter, you know, on the door or in my mailbox about you got to move your boat, you got to, because we were in a subdivision. And so I was like, I got to get out. So finally, after we had that little transition period, she was good with moving back home.
What kind of boat you got that they're telling you got to move?
Well, a beautiful bass boat with razorbacks in the head covers, or the headrests. Ranger, bass boat, and then and we've got a party barge too. But you know, people would be pulled up on their yard with their '82 Civic or whatever, and my boat's got to go. I'm like, my boat is so much prettier than that car or whatever. But I mean, I get it. But
What's the place like in Poen? I bet that's massive. I bet you got a freaking castle. It's like Game of Thrones, small town Arkansas, though.
Well, it's needless to say, it's a little cheaper to live back home than it is here. So it allowed us to do some things that otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do. But I bought my land that I grew up on from my grandpa owned it, and he was raised there by his grandpa. I grew up there, and so I got 50 acres for 30 grand. I got the family discount. So that kind of gives you a little bit of insight as to what you can do there as opposed to, you know, say here. And so, which was one of the reasons we actually moved home. But the main reason we moved home, other than me wanting just to be back home, was, you know, having kids. I didn't want ever them to be affected negatively by my choice to do this for a living. So I knew that if I were around home, and it may be the same way when you go back home, I don't know, but people are proud of me and they're proud for me and they're happy for my family, but they don't really give a crap, honestly. They're like, yeah, cool, man. So about this whatever, and which I love, and they don't treat my kids any differently than they do at any other, you know, my kids go to Poen. You know, an example of something really neat about moving home is my oldest daughter, when she was in first grade, had my first grade teacher.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so, you know, I know that they care about them, not because of what I do for a living, but they actually genuinely care about them.
You ever mow your own yard?
I do. I bush hog my whole pasture, which is, oh man, we have 130 acres and it's probably 40, 50 acres is pasture. So I do that myself.
You still like doing that?
I love it. I love it, man. I just replaced a radiator on my tractor, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I that's my kind of zen place. I love doing that stuff. My wife knows. I put my Bluetooth things around my neck and go out and I can spend literally 8-10 hours on a tractor, and that's like my unplug, unwind kind of time.
Anybody ever show up to the house like, can I get a picture, Justin?
You know, when we were first building our house, we would have people just show up, and you would think it would be a contractor or somebody there to fix this or do that, and they'd be like, "Nah, man, we just heard Justin live here," and I'm like, "Well, he's going to, but we just thought we'd look around." You know, people back home, they just are completely oblivious to some things, and I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, how'd you get through the gate?" By the way, you know, it's kind of funny, but people are harmless, man. Back home, they're as I mentioned it before, they're so happy for me, and they're like overzealous at times, but I appreciate it, obviously.
Rather over than under.
Absolutely. That's what people come up and ask me for an autograph or picture or this or that, and they're like, "I'm so sorry," and I'm like, it beats the alternative, because if you didn't, that would mean you didn't care, so I wouldn't have a job.
Justin Morris here. Let's talk about this for a second. Late Nights and Long Necks, the new record.
I'm excited about it, man.
Yeah, and I was looking at the list because I always like to see the songwriter credits and see who. It looks like you're pretty much on. Are you on every song?
I am.
Look
yeah.
at this.
It's first time in my career I've been on every song. I've written 90% of what I've recorded over my career, but this is the first time it's been literally every song, and I mean, I'm not an artist who that's matters to me, but it is kind of neat to be able to be on every song on this album. And, you know, we kind of did this album a little differently, which contributed to me being on every song. Is years ago when I moved here in 2002, my producer and I, we didn't have kids, and we would just pop down to like Destin or 30A, which is for those listening who don't know, it's like 6-7 hours from here in Nashville. And we would just rent a house and lock ourselves in and drink beer and write songs. And I recorded and wrote a lot of my first 2 albums down there. Since then, we've gotten busier and had to do more of that kind of thing on the road and here in town. And so when we were talking about a new album, I said, man, fast forward to now, my wife and I have a home in Destin. And so why don't we just take a handful of our buddies we like writing songs with, and if we can sneak it past our wives somehow, go down there and pick 5 or 6 weeks over the course of the next 3-4 months and drink beer and write songs. And so that's exactly what we did. So every song we wrote down there.
Tell me about you guys hop into the room and what happens whenever you start to, who comes up with the idea for The Ones Who Didn't Make It Back Home?
Actually, me. That was actually, I take it back, that was the only one we didn't write down there. We wrote this on the road. I was playing and had Paul DiGiovanni, Chase McGill, and my producer, Jeremy Stover, out with me on the bus. And we were playing somewhere, and it's hard to believe, but If Heaven Wasn't So Far Away came out like 8 years ago. And every night we've played that song, I've always talked about our military servicemen and women and first responders and, police officers, firefighters, and dedicated that song to them. And I always end it before we go into the song by saying, we'll send this out to the ones that didn't make it back home. And one night it just kind of hit me like, holy cow, that's a song idea. So I came back to the bus and I tell these guys, I go, I think I got a good idea. And they kind of turned and looked at each other like, and you write songs, so like, there's a moment where people turn around and look at each other. It's either like really good or it's really terrible.
Or someone's got to go, I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm going, is that stupid? And they're like, no, dude, I think it's really good. So we started it that night, finished it the next day. So.
And here it is. It's good. The first time I heard it, it's like the hair stand up,
Oh, thanks, man.
It's one of the.
And this sounds cliche or cheesy, but I really believe it to be true that I learned with If Heaven Wasn't So Far Away how powerful country music is. And, it's fun to have a #1 record. It never gets old. It's good for your career. The label throws you a party. Mom and daddy pat you on the back, tell you how important you are for a few weeks, and, all is well. But I learned with Heaven, it's more special if it goes beyond that and impacts people's lives in a positive way. And to have the opportunity to not only do that but once, but now twice with this song, to go around the country and have people firsthand tell me stories of, losing a loved one, and this song did this or means that or whatever is really special.
I'm going to play it right now. Here's The Ones Who Didn't Make It Back Home from Justin Moore. And I see your wife and kids out in the green room. I'm going to bring them in a minute.
Cool.
All right, here is Justin Moore on The Bobby Bones Show.
Morning Conversation with
Justin Moore.
All right, the whole family's in here now. Justin, introduce us to everybody in here.
So we have my 7-year-old here, Kennedy, 9-year-old Ella. So these are the oldest two. And then my wife, Kate.
And Kate, you grew up in Louisiana?
I did, South Louisiana.
Yeah, and how did you and Justin get together?
About the most hillbilly way possible.
On senior trip, Panama City.
So you guys met from 2 different schools in Panama City?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
18 years old.
So that was
oh, wow.
17, 18 years ago.
And when he was 18 years old, oh no, you're good. You can talk.
Okay.
Yeah. When he was 18 years old, like what was he like today?
This ought to be interesting.
I mean, he really is the same person. I mean, sweet, good manners, good boy,
Oh, his daughter's whispering in the ear.
Yeah, Elle's whispering something to me.
What are you whispering to her over there?
No, say it into the mic. I had spiky hair.
He had spiky hair. That's what
Hookah
she was
shell
saying.
necklace. You
Oh,
know.
wow.
Who didn't
Yeah, I
back
know.
then?
That was the style, man.
And so you guys you did the long distance relationship for a while?
We did. I went because I was about to start college. So, and he was just starting. He was going to move to Nashville, and my parents were like, "There's no way you're moving for a boy." So,
Especially a boy who says
Who I
he's
just
going to
met.
be a musician. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, 'cause-
which now having daughters, I would have been like, Lord, no. You kidding me?
So was he good at 18? Like, was he? Did you know him as the guy who was was singing and playing guitar? Or was he just like?
no, he sang and he was a good. He was awesome. I thought, but that wasn't. This was before everything.
Yeah.
So I went to college and he moved to Nashville. And after I graduated, I moved up here to Nashville.
Where did you go to
So-
school?
At Nichols State.
So you finished school, did all that, and then drove. You guys stayed together the whole time.
Yeah.
Whole
So
time.
it was, I mean, we saw each other once every 4, 5, 6 weeks. Either I would fly down or she would fly up or one of us
Yeah.
would drive.
Just
So
for like a weekend or a few days.
That's
or something.
expensive too.
our
huh?
entire career, our entire relationship, our entire relationship has been kind of that way. You know, I think in a way it kind of prepared us for this because we weren't ever together all day every day like some people have the opportunity.
Yeah,
to.
now when he's
Normal
home
people, if
for
you
long
will.
periods of time, I'm like, you got to go. You got to
Yeah.
go back to work.
Yeah.
I need
Justin
some
Moore and his
time.
whole family's in here right now. Hey, Kennedy, can I ask you a question? You're talking to that mic right there. Kennedy, how old are you?
7.
And what is your favorite thing to do in school? Do you have a favorite subject? No, none.
You gotta.
What do you like? Do you like recess or do you like?
I like recess.
Yeah. Who's your best friend? If you had to pick of all the friends at school.
Oh, wow.
Chloe.
Oh, and
Chloe.
what do you like about Chloe? Because I hear she's pretty cool too.
What do you like about?
She's nice.
Yeah, that's why I like Amy over there. 'Cause she's really nice too. Did you meet Amy over there? No.
Not yet.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah. So
Tell me-
what grade are you going to be in when you go back?
2nd grade.
You looking forward to it?
No.
Not really.
She don't really like school. This one loves school.
Let me meet your sister.
This
over there.
one the other day goes, I can't wait for summer to be over and start school again. I'm like, you are the weirdest person I've ever met. Nobody has ever said that.
You like school?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your name?
Ella.
Hi, Ella. I'm Bobby. Nice to meet you. We
You
met a
too.
second ago when you walked in, but it was like all these people and all these lights and stuff. So, do you think your dad's pretty cool?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you like about what he does?
I don't know.
Like his singing. Does he ever sing around the house?
Songs that aren't his.
Yeah. So never his own songs.
No.
But he sings like his favorite. Like what kind of songs does he sing? Do you know any of them?
No.
Does he sing like Tootsie Roll?
No.
Yeah. What about you have another sister that's not here?
Uh-huh.
How old is she?
She's 5.
Yeah. She pretty cool.
She's crazy.
Well, listen.
And a little brother that's 2.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But he's wild.
Yeah. Who's the craziest of all 4 of you guys?
South.
Yeah.
Little boy.
Little boy, yeah.
And who's the least crazy?
Me.
Yeah, that's what I thought you would say.
Yep.
And so is it pretty cool you get to go to like all these cool places with your dad because his new album's out?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been to New York before?
I don't think so.
It's crazy. You're going to really enjoy it. It's going to be pretty cool. Do you know your mascot at Poen?
The Indian.
Yeah, the Poen Indians? Yeah? Do you play sports at all?
Uh-huh.
What do you like?
Basketball and softball.
Yeah? Which one do you prefer if you pick?
Softball.
Are you good? Yeah? Your dad was a good ball player. Does he tell you all the time? Yeah, he does. Well, it's nice to meet you.
You too.
Is this pretty cool that you get to come in the studio? Yeah. Do you ever listen to this show on the radio at home? On
When
Ki-
we're driving in the car, my dad listens. to
yeah,
it.
on Kiss 96. That was the station we listened to growing up.
Yep.
Same station you get to listen to.
That's it.
You don't think that's that cool, do you? That's all right. Well, I'm glad you came in. Good to meet you.
You too.
Justin Moore is here. Check it out. His album is out now. It's Late Nights and Long Necks, and The Ones Who Didn't Make It Back Home, which we played earlier, which is, I think, your, 8th top 10 song or so? 7th? And this song's now in the top 10.
Yeah, something like that. Somebody's telling me.
hopefully this will be our 8th number one. That would be the goal. I think we've had more top 10s, but that's the goal. But that's knock on wood. I don't want to jinx
This
it.
isn't real wood. Don't worry. Nothing in here is real. Listen, Justin Moore's here. Thank you guys for all coming in. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, and I hope you guys like the studio. You're the first
awesome,
full
man.
family we've ever brought in.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, Justin Moore, check out the record. It's out now. Late Nights and Long Necks, and we'll come back in 1 second. A woman in Wisconsin bought a bottle of Pantene conditioner. So she goes to Walmart, she buys it. You take it home, you put it in the shower, then you use it on your hair whenever it's time to condition. But the only problem was her hair started falling out in clumps. She was like, what is happening? Someone, as a joke, at the store mixed Nair into the bottle and then put it back on the shelf.
That is so wrong.
This is the head's version of licking the ice cream
Yes,
and putting it back
I
in.
was just about to say, like, what? Oh my gosh.
A woman in Northwest Pennsylvania named Ashley Rose bought the conditioner. In case you're wondering, it was Pantene Pro V Sheer Volume.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Then the first time she used it, she noticed, why is my hair coming out in like big, like right here on the front part of her head? Just a big ball, just gone. And her shower, she like stuck them up against. It's nuts. Police are looking to find out who's responsible. They're gonna go and try to find.
I mean, because what
the
does she
footage.
do to get? I mean, that's.
What does she do to do what? Grow it back? Wear a wig?
Well, no. I know she can grow it back. I was like, justice, Like, how does she? They need to find that person. And then does she get some sort of? I mean, it's not the store's fault, but it was tampered with in there.
She's just probably out of luck.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's
That
like,
stinks.
God, if all my hair fell out, I'd be like, well, it would help if I had money to go shopping or something.
Over to Morgan number 2 now with what 25-year-olds care about, because sometimes Amy and I are a little out of touch, and that's why we have Morgan number 2. Here we go.
What do 25-year-olds care about?
How are you, Morgan number 2?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. What do you have over there?
Well, one of my TV shows ended, and it was like the most iconic TV show that I've watched in a long time, and a lot of people agree with me. It was trending on Twitter for hours.
What was the show?
Jane the Virgin. It was on the CW.
Wait, can you ruin it? Is it a spoiler if you spoil it right now?
Yeah, I don't want to
Okay, you
spoil
don't-
it.
okay.
It's too new.
All right.
But I'm just going to say that it was one of my favorite shows that I've watched in a long time, like that I've connected with, that I always look forward to. And it ended after 100 episodes. And if you've ever liked like drama TV, like a telenovela. Novella?
Yeah.
There we
Gracias.
go.
Eddie
It's
style.
like that. And it's like real time, and it's perfect for people my age if they want to watch something and get a good laugh, but a little bit of fun drama in there too.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I cried a little.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. There were actual tears.
I cried a little the other day.
Why?
Jim and Pam, they're about to get married
Oh.
on The Office. Mm-hmm. It hit me a little bit. And I've only seen it 72 times. But it's solid, man. Whenever he cuts his tie, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I'm trying to get right there. I'm about to finish The Office again. I'm on season 9, like episode 19 right now. I probably have seen it through 20 times, and I don't know how I can still watch the show and love it still.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So far ahead of its time. Morgan number 2, anything else you'd like to say? What do you have planned for the weekend?
Oh, my neighborhood is having a flamingo where everybody's meeting each other.
Do you dress as a flamingo?
No,
Do you stand on one leg the entire time?
No, but it's called a flamingo, I guess, and it's like a little block party, and all the new neighbors are meeting each other.
I like
that's
that
cool.
tie though, like flamingo and mingle.
Yeah.
Is that or am I thinking is
No,
it-
that's what it is. It was like on a little invitation and said, "Let's flamingo."
And maybe they'll line the block with flamingos, those cute pink
Plastic ones. Yeah.
So how's it going? Is there a dude in your neighborhood still that you kind of been crushing on or no?
No,
Wasn't
not.
there?
Well, potential with my neighbor, but I found out he had a pretty long-term girlfriend, so that was kind of ended pretty quickly.
All right. Well, there you go. That's what
Yeah.
25-year-olds care about. Thank you.
What do 25-year-olds care about?
Reading some text here. You can text the show. Just text over whatever you want to text to the word Bobby, which is 26229. So literally where you'd put the phone number in, you just put 26229. And you write whatever message you want, and then I get them on the screen here. Standard message and data rates apply. So I have to ask Bobby, is that you singing in the Klondike commercial? It is not.
What?
It is not. Another one. Good morning, Bobby, from Kalin at Toledo Jeep. Beep, beep.
Nice.
Someone texted that in. Bobby, yeah. Here we go. I don't know. You guys can text if you want.
But I'm confused about the Klondike commercial.
I don't know. I guess is there a commercial of someone singing that sounds like me? Can you find that commercial, Raymundo?
Yep.
I want to hear if it does sound like me.
Must be really good.
Yeah.
Quality vocals.
Must be slightly worse than average, but just good enough to be funny.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of my singing voice.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, Eddie and I are going to debut some new music in Chicago. New committee songs.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's go over and talk to Cassie in Ohio. Cassie in Ohio, how are you? Welcome to the Bobby Bones Show. Hi, Cassie.
Hey, Bobby.
You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey. So, as I was telling the phone girl, I don't get to listen to you guys live because you don't pick up in our town. But I listen to the podcast every morning on my way to work, on my way home. I try to catch up, but right now I'm a little behind. I just actually started yesterday's show. So you guys were talking about Ray and the ring and all of that and the money that he won. So
that's a good bit.
I'm kind of behind.
Hang through that. It's a good bit. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my boyfriend is going to be so excited that I'm talking to you guys and he's going to hear this.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my gosh, he loves you guys. Like, he's the one that got me listening to you guys. And don't take this personal, but he was always like, Bobby's really funny, you should listen. And I was like, oh, you're crazy. You know, so I started listening, and then I watched you guys on Dancing with the Stars. And I just think you guys are awesome. Like, I'm shaking right now talking to you guys.
Why would I take that personal? If anything, I take it personal awesomely. That's what people should start saying. Don't take this personal, and they compliment the crap out of you. Don't take this personal, but you're a really amazing person. It would just eliminate that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen, I talk about you guys all the time at work, and all of my coworkers think I'm crazy because I'm like so in love with the show, and I listen all the time.
Well, thank you. Here's a tip. You ready for a tip, Cassie in Ohio? That if you want to listen to the show live, you can on iHeartRadio. If you just search the iHeart Country channel, we're live on that channel. Right. So our podcast and our replay is up on the Bobby Bones channel, but our live show, if you search iHeart Country channel, is up on that channel, and you can hear us on the iHeartRadio app.
That's awesome. Can I shout out to my boyfriend so he'll hear this when he listens to it?
What's his name?
Derek.
Nope, sure can't. Nah, go ahead. Say something to Derek.
Listen, Derek, I love you, and I'm so excited that you're going to hear this and that I'm talking to your favorite person, Bobby. Will you say hi to him?
Yes, I will. Greetings, Derek, from your favorite person, Bobby.
Oh, my gosh. This is amazing. You guys are awesome. Listen, I loved you guys on Celebrity Family Feud. Amy, you were so funny.
Oh, thank you.
Well, listen,
Hi,
Cassie.
Derek.
Derek. Cassie, we got to go. Thank you for calling. We could spend all day here with you.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
All right, bye-bye. Speaking of the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts, let me say this about podcasts. It's so easy. If you've never done it, literally all you got to do is pull up the free app and search. For example, I did a Bobbycast last night. It's a show I do. It's an interview show. And I had on John Crist. He's a comedian, YouTuber. He's Lauren Elena's boyfriend. And we talked for an hour. And he got fired from Chick-fil-A. Did you guys know this?
What?
I saw your post.
And here's what he did to get fired from Chick-fil-A.
I stirred the lemonade with my hand because I couldn't find. They do it in like big 5-gallon things, and I put the lemon juice and the sugar and the water in there, and there was like, we need refills now. There's people waiting at the counter, and I was like, I couldn't find this, so I just like rolled my sleeve up and like stirred it.
Who told on you?
The manager came around the corner. You can't do that apparently. This is not in the handbook. I mean, it's not in there anywhere.
So that's how he got fired from Chick-fil-A. He was like 16.
Yeah.
But John Crist, the latest Bobbycast, and we talked about why he works clean as a comedian. I work clean as too. I don't use any bad words, and we kind of were talking about that and why. And he talked about it wasn't that he's trying to be morally better than everybody else.
There's a Bible verse that says, if you call your brother a fool, you're in danger of hell's fire. So I called my brother a fool one time, and my parents washed my mouth out with soap. I was just raised in a house where it wasn't acceptable to swear. And the first time I ever went to a comedy club, I heard the comedian swear, and I was like,
you're like, where's the soap? Is
someone gonna like, is he in trouble?
So we talk, and there's one other clip. We have a challenge we're doing tonight. Should I play it now or wait till after the show from Chicago? I don't care. I'll do it. I asked him the first time he did open mic if he remembered his first joke ever, and he did. And so he told that joke, and I was like, dude, I still think you'll get a laugh with that joke now because he hasn't told it in years and years. And he's going to do it at his show on Monday night, and I'm going to do it in Chicago tonight. It's his joke.
His joke, okay.
Yeah, but he hasn't done it, and we're going to see if it gets any laughs. Here's that. It's a clip for Ray.
I go, my skin gets really dark in the summer. A lot of times people ask me what nationality I am. The easiest way to describe it is I'm not white. I'm more like wheat. It wasn't. That was more laughter than I got from that.
That's funny.
It's like more like wheat. And then everyone was like, no laughter. And then I was like, well, my dad's white. My mom's 9 grain. Which is like, they were like, to get out of here.
So,
So it has a follow-up.
So I'm going to switch it a little bit. we're gonna manipulate it to our current life, and I'm gonna do it tonight. See if we get a laugh. And he's gonna do that at his show Monday and see if it gets a laugh. Because I was like, dude, that's still funny. I haven't done that in years.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
In 6th grade at my school, I got called white bread.
Okay. That's not funny.
You're a white person.
I know, but I mean, he's talking about bread.
Okay.
I mean, it was literally, it was a thing.
Amy,
like, I would be in
Amy,
line.
you can do that at your show on Monday.
No, girl from lunchline. I remember. She was like, get out of my way, white bread. I was like, oh my gosh, okay.
A couple of things coming up. One, we will get to the Friday morning dance party in like 15 minutes. 2, CMA Fest on Sunday night. Please watch because I'll be hosting with Thomas Rhett and Kelsey Ballerini. It's on ABC at 8, 7 Central. So that's happening. And 3, in the next segment too, how much you can make by being a hand model per day. This one makes a lot of money per day being a hand model. If you want to know how much you can make being a hand model, I got that story coming up. And Shawn Mendes, our final update if he's going to come in next week.
Ooh, yes.
Be a guest on the show. Okay, the Shawn Mendes update comes up next too. All right, back in a second.
Bobby Bones.
The Bobby Bones Show.
Okay, so listen to me when I say that Firestone A woman makes over $6,000 per day from hand modeling. A woman in the hand modeling industry has opened up about her job. Well, that's a good kind of opening up. Opening up usually is like, yeah, I've been suffering from.
Right.
This is like, no, I make $6,000 a day. She revealed she can make $6,000 in a single day of work. Her hands are insured for $2.4 million.
Wow.
She's been nicknamed the Kate Moss of hand modeling. What would you be the Kate Moss of?
I don't know. I was trying to think of that. Maybe on a good day, hair, if I've done
Yeah,
my
you have
hair
good hair.
just right.
Good hair.
So maybe.
I'd be the Kate Moss of wearing hoodies. I kind of dominate the hoodie wearing. Only got a couple more years left in that, though.
Yeah.
I do. Oh, you jumped on that one quick.
Just kidding.
You want to take a shot at my forehead?
No,
Huh?
joking.
Look at those hands. I'm looking at the hands now. They almost look fake and gross. Her fingers are too long.
How do they look compared to mine?
I'm not commenting on your body.
Like, could I
'Cause
get
part of me wants to
$6,000?
be vengeful.
Bobby, I was joking about that. Joking.
We're talking about Botox again?
Yeah, Amy's always like, gotta get Botox.
No, I'm not always. You have completely twisted this story to
Nope.
sound awful.
Hey, Raymundo, how are you today?
Doing good. What up?
Well, is Hillary in there beside you?
Right here.
In the glass room, utility Hillary, who's filling a big gap here as we find an executive producer, and she's been booking guests. And we've been trying to get Shawn Mendes. What's the final word on Shawn Mendes for next week?
He can't come in.
Of course he can't. He's big time in this.
Yeah, I talked to multiple people and they said it won't happen.
Did you talk to OSM?
No.
Shawn Mendes? Oh, old Shawn Mendes, sorry.
Old Shawn Mendes.
Oh,
wow.
Not old, like
I get it.
old.
Oh.
Like, you talked to OSM?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my boy.
That's my
Like
dick.
before he got too
He's
big.
too good for us?
I guess so.
Did they say that? They were like, he can't come in because he's too good for you?
They said he doesn't have time.
Which means he's too good for you.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, he would make time if it was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, if I didn't have time and Howard Stern called me, I'd be like, I got time. If David Letterman called me, I'd be like, I got time. If I'm like, but what about that kidney transplant you're going to have? It'll wait. I got time.
Mm-hmm.
All that would wait. We're not good enough for OSM. Our new goal as a show is to get Shawn Mendes on the show. Can we get him can we get a phoner?
I can try that.
Let's just get him on. I like him fine. He's good songs.
Yeah.
But now it's just my goal to get Shawn Mendes on the show.
If we get him on the phone, can he sing? On the phone?
He
I don't know that
won't,
he will.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I mean, he has to have time for a phone call.
surely he's got time for a phone call.
Like when he's in the car driving from one meeting to the next or whatever.
Because he's not driving. He's got a driver.
What do you think, Hillary? Can you hit that one?
Yeah, I'll email somebody right now and see if he can call us.
All right, thank you.
They're going to be like, oh my gosh, these people will not stop. Like, let it go.
That's what we do, though. But we don't have a guest right now. It's all. Let me say this: it's really hard to get on the show as a guest now. I just don't book guests very often anymore, and so we bring in about one a week. Sometimes we'll do two, and so. But as of right now, there's an odd opening, a rare. It's like the dodo bird. Well, no, they're extinct. But it's like the.
Yes, they are.
The platypus, the duck-billed platypus. Are they
Right.
extinct too?
No, I don't
No,
know.
I think
There is the rare spot to be a guest here next week. We don't have booked yet.
The white lion.
If are those extinct?
Those are kind of extinct.
But this is just rare to be a guest on the show. We're just not bringing in a lot of people anymore. We zig, they zag. You know what I mean?
No.
I don't either. I just say that sometimes and people go,
Sounds good, though.
People go, I agree with that. Hey, we're playing chess, they're playing checkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, I just say that too sometimes. All right, thank you guys.
Bobby Bones. Bobby Bones. Show.
Let me talk to Sarah in Ohio, who's on the phone. Sarah in Ohio, welcome to the Bobby Bones Show.
Good morning, Bobby.
What's happening?
I just wanted to call in and say that I absolutely love the Friday morning dance party. My work is super flexible, and so I purposely don't go in until after 9 so that I can listen to it every Friday morning.
Oh, cool. And you live in Ohio, so you're Eastern time zone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up in the next 5 minutes. I got it for you. I feel like I feel good about this one, okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that call. Thank you, Sarah. Let me go talk to Nicole
Thank you.
in Wisconsin. Nicole in Wisconsin, welcome to the Bobby Bones Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Bobby?
I'm real good. What do you want to say?
Good. I'm a first-time caller and a big fan of the show. And tonight, my husband and I are having a date night, and we're going to come see your show in Chicago, and we can't wait.
Oh, what's the drive from Wisconsin down to Chicago?
It's about 2 hours.
That's about. as far as I would recommend someone drive.
Mhm.
About 2 hours and 15 minutes, be like, you drove a little too far to see this. But yeah, what
Well,
are you
I'm sure
looking
it's gonna
forward
be
to
worth
tonight
it.
on the show? Like, what do you want to hear?
Well, if you could sing Namaste, that would be fantastic.
Oh, one of our greatest hits.
We can do that, I bet.
Actually, our greatest hit.
Yeah.
Like on streaming?
Yeah.
Getting close to 1 million streams with no playlisting, by the way.
That's good.
Yeah. Do we have the full song, Raymundo? Yep. Play it from the beginning a little bit. I haven't heard this in a while. Here it is. This. By the way, Nicole, see you tonight in Chicago. All right.
All right, thanks.
Can't
Bobby.
wait to
Bye,
see you. Hopefully, I
guys.
get to meet you. Tickets in Chicago, RagingIdiots.com. Hit me with a little bit of that Namaste, Raymundo, from the Raging Idiots. We'll do Tell Me Something Good right after this. Hey.
7:30 in the morning, in the suit that I was born in. Girl, why you laughing at me? Come on, baby, with my khakis. I'm running late, need to beat it like Jackson. But you're kind of a distraction, 'cause I can't stop watching you, showing me your savasana. Like the best looking bad influence I ever saw. Probably ought to hit the road, but nah, mistake. Ain't no way I'm about to leave you in a pretzel on the floor like that. You look a little lonely on that mat. I should be saying goodbye. I might lose my job, but nah, mistake. Come on, baby, let me jump in on those stretches. You'll do it. I'll be a student. Don't know nothing about yoga at all. Probably ought to hit the road, but nah, mistake. Namaste, namaste. Girl, I'm trying to be responsible, but you're making it impossible. In the spandex pants, looking all flexible, and you're down with dog. Namaste, ain't no way I'm about to leave you in a pretzel on the floor like that. You look a little lonely on that mat. I should be saying goodbye. I might lose my job, but namaste. Come on, baby, let me jump in on those stretches. You'll do it. I'll be a student. Don't know nothing about yoga at all. Probably ought to hit the road, but namaste. Namaste. Probably ought to hit the road, but
There's Namaste from the Raging Idiots. Sounds as good as it did the first time we ever played it.
Yes.
Eddie takes a big sigh. Yeah. Time for Tell Me Something Good. Raymundo, let's go.
It's time for the good news.
With Bobby.
Tell me something good.
So there's this dude, and he's on the side of the road, and instead of holding up the sign that goes, hey, give me some money. I need to work. Give me that money. He's holding up a sign that goes, hey, I have resumes. And so people are like, oh, this guy really wants a job. Like, he's just not looking for $10. Like, he's looking. So he starts passing out resumes. The news picks it up. He's got like hundreds of job offers now. Because he literally was holding up a sign that was like, hey, I have resumes. If anyone will just take my resume, I'm actually not looking to get anything except for you to look at this.
Wow.
Thought that was a pretty cool story.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's the good news. And that's what it's all about. And we're about to do the dance party, but you can hit the closer right now, Raymundo.
That was Tell Me Something Good.
Hey, don't forget. Let me say this. Tomorrow night. No, what's today?
It's Friday.
Sunday night on ABC, 8, 7 Central. You can watch CMA Fest. This next dance party will be all CMA Fest artists.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be real good. But watch, please. It's me, and we'll have Kelsey Ballerini on in a few minutes, and she's going to be, she's one of the hosts, and Thomas Rhett's one of the hosts. But I think you'll love it. I hope you'll watch it. For my sake, please watch it. Because my entire worth is based on these ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. May just quit the entertainment industry altogether.
Great.
All right. Time for the dance party here on the Bobby Bones Show. You can text us too if you want while we're doing the dance party. Just send a text to Bobby 26229 and write whatever you want in there. All right, cool. There we go.
show.
A woman gave birth in the backseat of a taxi cab, and the driver's reaction was pretty funny, priceless. He asked for extra tip money to wash the car.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a clip of that.
Oh my gosh, she's coming out. Oh my God.
Mommy, you gotta breathe, mommy.
Her head is in my hand. Oh, she's literally coming out.
Yeah, but you have to breathe. That's it, boy. Just hold your kid. Just hold your kid. Just hold your kid. That's it. Shut it down. Get it. The baby's out. Move that extra to see. God bless the baby. Boom. With Gucci. Better hook me up with a little extra for the car wash, man.
Man, I'm broke. I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Oh, he said, I'm broke. I didn't think this was going to happen. Oh, no. Oh, no. What? No. Oh, man.
You got to admire the hustle of the cab driver. That's good.
He said, the baby's all right. Just move the legs off the seat. We're driving. Everything's done. You got that S done. God bless the baby. And then he said, boom, we're Gucci.
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
So is it the cab driver that said Boomer Gucci or
Yeah.
the baby daddy?
I thought it was the dad that said,
Okay.
boom, we're Gucci.
Yeah.
Anyway, she said, I gave birth in the car. By the end of the video, the driver tells the man, you better hook me up with a little extra for the car wash, man.
Yeah. And then he said, I'm broke. I didn't plan on this happening. Oh,
broke.
no.
Kelsey
we need to go
Ballerini's
fund me.
coming up in just a second. Kelsey Ballerini on the way. On Monday, we're going to do a draft. Well, and I have a few options here. We're either going to do the lead singer draft, the movie quotes, best movie quotes of all time draft.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Or
Sounds good.
condiments.
I mean, do we get to vote right now which one we want to do?
Amy, I'm gonna go to you. What do you think?
Movie quotes.
Lead singer, movie quotes, or condiments?
Movie quotes.
All right. Okay, I'm down with that.
'Kay.
We'll do movie quotes on Monday, Mike D. We had planned to go lead singer, which I think is a good one too.
I like that one.
But we'll do movie quotes. I went over to Amy for her pick.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, sorry, guys.
No.
That's okay.
It's
It's
good.
all about
Get
you.
to it,
Hey,
right?
you-
No, we'll get. Yeah, it's not like it's not going to happen.
You won the last one. That's why I went to you.
Oh, okay.
It's not all about you, but you won the last one, so I went to you, and you get
Thank
to pick. There you go. We'll do the best movie quotes of all time on Monday, and Lunchbox will have the first draft pick on Monday. We'll do that at 8:40 Eastern, 7:40 Central.
And that way we have the whole weekend because movie quotes is more difficult than thinking of like one person.
I already got my first round.
Me too, in my head a
Yeah,
little
me
bit.
too. I just can't quit you.
Oh, that was mine.
Except for that's not
I'm not
exactly
kidding.
what they say.
That was mine.
Well, it still can be. You'll go second in the draft.
No, I got to find a new one now.
Everything.
How did we both come up with that one?
In
That's
every
weird. That was y'all's. Y'all, can you guess mine?
Well, in every draft, I go Brokeback Mountain, like I did.
Oh, you did? That's right. Okay.
I
that
try
makes
to find,
sense.
like, if we do best mountains, I'll be like, well, the ones from Brokeback Mountain.
We do a mountain draft.
Best horse, well, the one from Brokeback Mountain. Best Heath, well, Heath Ledger from Brokeback Mountain.
Of course.
Yes. Kelsey Ballerini's on. We should ask her this question. Hey, Kelsey.
Good morning.
Hey, where are you right now?
I'm in Chicago.
Or hey, we're in Chicago tonight. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Are you playing a show in Chicago?
I popped up at Lala last night.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Who'd you pop up with? Chainsmokers?
I did. It was so much fun. I've never obviously played Lala before, so I didn't really realize that it was that massive of like a festival. It was crazy.
For us that are not as cool as Kelsey, she's talking about Lollapalooza.
Palooza.
We gotta add the palooza. If you haven't been, you gotta add the palooza.
Right.
Lollapalooza.
How long?
You're right.
How long are you in Chicago?
I leave in like an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then never mind. We're playing the
Womp
Copernicus
womp.
Theater tonight. You can come and pop up with us.
That would have been a good idea.
I would have loved it.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. I would have loved it.
Kelsey Ballerini is on. Here, we're gonna ask you the question we're talking about. We do a draft on our show. What's your favorite movie quote of all time? If you had to draft your favorite movie quote of all time, think about that.
Oh my gosh. Well, the first thing that comes to mind, because it's early and I haven't had coffee, is super random. It's from A Cinderella Story. Just get ready. And it's Hilary Duff to Chad Michael Murray. And I don't know why this is what's popping up, but it's something along the lines of like, waiting for you is like waiting for rain in this drought, hopeless and disappointing. Because I was like, oh, she just got him.
You remember that whole quote from that movie?
I don't know why.
Ah.
I don't know why.
Look at you. Kelsey Ballerini's on. Let me ask you this question. When do we get the first song from all the new stuff that you've been recording?
You have it, and you're gonna have it in a couple of weeks. I think.
Yeah, you don't have to give me an exact date, but in the next few weeks, we'll be able to hear a new song from your your third album that you've been working on.
Yeah, I'm really excited, guys.
Is it more exciting to play Palooza? What's it called?
La La.
La La. Is it more excited to play La La or to put out a new song?
Huh?
More excited to play La La or put out a new song?
Oh, put out a new song.
Okay, all
100%.
right. Continue on with your story.
Yeah. Playing this feeling with the Chainsmokers has been like so much fun, but it's not my song, you know. I didn't write it, so to be able to like keep investing in stuff that I've written is obviously like the stuff that I'm stoked about.
Give me one word in the title of the next song. Just one word.
Oh my god.
Just one. I'm not asking for the whole title. Just give me one word, Kels. Come on.
Home.
Home. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a song about home. Yeah. What do we think the title is? Let's guess the title.
Coming Home.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it's called I Love Home Fries.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. What do you think, Amy?
Yeah. Home run.
Oh, hitting the okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, home is where the heart is.
Ooh.
Homeboy.
These are all good titles. I'm just gonna put them in my notes and go write them.
Think about that. Okay.
Homebody.
Kelsey Ballerini's on. She will be on CMA Fest performing on Sunday night, ABC 8, 7 Central, and she will be hosting CMA Fest at 8, 7
With you.
Central on ABC. I am also on the show. So tell me something about this show. Tell me, what's it like walking out on that big old stage in Nashville and performing in front of like your hometown?
I've been nervous. I've gotten to be on that stage for 4 years now, and I think that there's just half of me feels like, you know what, this is the kind of crowd that no matter what, if I trip, if I mess up a word, whatever, like they're gonna have me because they love country music and they know these songs and they are there for the artists that are here. And then half of me's like, ooh, these are the biggest fans of country music. Don't trip and don't forget a word. You know, I think there's like a equal balance of nerves and then just comfort.
There she is from Chicago, Kelsey Ballerini. Say one thing nice about your co-host, Thomas Rhett.
Oh, he's like my brother. I mean, I feel like we say that all the time, but we've gotten to know each other so much over the last 4 years, and to be able to just kind of be able to holler at him when I have a question or want to celebrate or want to be insecure, it's awesome to be able to just pick up the phone and know that I have a lifeline with him.
Now, don't get out of this next question. Say one thing. Can you say one thing not nice about your other co-host, Bobby Bones? Say something that's not super pleasant about me. I would encourage you to do that.
I haven't met your dog yet, and I'm very unhappy.
Oh. That's the route she goes. I was really looking for some good gossip, you know? Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I don't have it.
Kelsey Ballerini, in a couple weeks, we'll have her new song, which is called Down by the Home Bay.
Homebound.
Home for sale.
Home
where the heart is.
Homeward bound. Okay. Kelsey, good to talk to you. Have a safe trip back home. And tell Morgan we said hello.
Guys. Have fun in Chicago tonight.
All right, we will. Bye, Kelsey. There she is, Kelsey Ballerini, everybody. All right. Our longtime friend. Breaking news. Her song has the word home in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Homer.
Ooh.
Home run.
Simpson.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. What if that was the song?
Homer
Simpson and me.
What if we guessed it?
And she's like, I'm just walking down the street with my friend. No. Let's play Kelsey Ballerini. Let's do Love Me Like You Mean It. Bobby Bones show. What's happening, everybody? So this woman is taking a selfie, and then she starts to get charged by a blank. Do you know what charge is at her?
I think I saw this.
Okay.
And it's crazy.
Then please don't spoil.
Okay.
We'll come back. I will tell that story in a second. And there's an odd type of ice cream that people are grossed out by, but I look at it and go, I'm down. Oh, you're not?
I'm like, ugh, like I gag thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah, you would be into it.
Yeah, because I
I'll
think
make you
it's coming
some.
out on Saturday.
Yeah, it's soon, like either
And
today
I'm
or
going to
tomorrow.
buy some if it's available.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll talk about that. Both of those stories coming up next.
Hanging out with the Bobby Bones Show.
All right, a woman's taking a selfie, and as she's taking the selfie, she starts to be charged by a bear. And here's that clip.
And you can see the timestamp, and then literally there's the bear, like immediately after I took the picture. All I did was think about what is it gonna do and what do I do? It was just doing these huffing and puffing noises and chomping with his jaw, and I thought, I'm gonna be mauled. I mean, I'm about to be ate by a bear. I was just like, no, get down, get back. It pulled back away from me and just very slowly walked away, didn't even look back at me.
Do you think that you would have the composure because you're not supposed to move, and she didn't? She starts yelling at it, and then she didn't move a muscle. Do you think you would have the composure to just stand still and do what they tell you to do? Or would you be like me, just like, ah!
Yeah, I feel
and
like
flail in every way and just run?
I feel like I would be spastic and I would run. But I would hope even like this would be a reminder to me to just stay calm and then yell it.
You can remind me all day. I'm not staying calm. I'm going to be running behind cars, running through the street. The bears can catch you, though. Like, they travel through that environment faster than we could anyway. They know it.
Yeah.
They're built to travel through it. But yeah, big old bear. And
I thought you were supposed to like at it.
Well, you're supposed to. Well, they say make yourself big.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Like you're supposed to scare him.
Yeah. Good luck.
Okay.
That bear's probably like, "Hey, Craig, come look at this."
This
He's like
guy's trying
calling
to
his
scare
buddies.
me.
No way. Mustard ice cream is a real thing, and you can try it on Saturday.
Ugh. So gross.
It's got to be good.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Sounds so disgusting.
French's, the food company, announced Wednesday that it will introduce mustard-flavored ice cream. I'm in. Can I get this in town?
I don't think so.
They are launching ice cream Saturday to commemorate National Mustard Day. Well, where are they launching this?
I think it's like New York and San Francisco or LA or,
all the cool places?
those places.
The cool places that we're not.
Yeah, they're not. But I mean, you could make your own at home. I figure you just get yourself in vanilla.
I don't want to make my own.
And
'cause I feel like,
stir in some mustard.
No.
Boom, you're
I
done.
feel like there's something to this.
Yeah, that's it. And
No.
It's probably gross.
Don't be a hater on mustard.
Okay.
We will, on Monday's show, though, do the movie quote fantasy draft. There are 5 of us. We go around the room and draft our favorite movie quotes. Lunchbox has the first overall pick, and he often tells other people to share their pick first before the show.
Yeah.
Would you like to share your pick
Yep.
now? All right, he's going with his first pick right now.
Wow.
We love this. Love this.
I mean, I have time to change, but
Oh, no, if you're in, you lock your pick in.
oh no, then
Okay.
I
But
mean,
why
I
not?
can
It's
guess
yours, though.
what he's gonna do. I mean, when he does all
You
the
are
time.
Braveheart. You
Yeah.
are freedom.
Yes.
You'll never take
You'll
my
eat my feet, but you will not.
I mean, I'm
No.
thinking about nobody puts baby in a corner. I mean, that's on my
Why do
list.
you take? Oh my god.
He's not.
He did that to make you mad.
Literally, he would never pick that. Unless it was just to irritate you.
Amy, he did that on purpose.
Whatever. I have others.
I'm thinking about this.
Well, don't you think he
That's
would?
not my number one, by the way.
I think mine is. I was thinking about it during the break. I just can't quit you.
I know,
Still leaning.
and that was mine too.
Yeah.
But I've changed.
What are you gonna say, Amy?
Oh, nothing. Just that wasn't my number one pick, but this is so tempting. I mean, it is kind of fun. I am curious to see what people are gonna do. Like, is it Monday yet?
It will be soon. CMA Fest, Sunday night, 8/7 Central. Did you see the picture of the guy and his mom that are going viral? It's a kid, and she's so hot that everyone thinks they're dating. I looked at it today too, and okay, come look at this picture. So a 22-year-old guy and his mom in Los Angeles are going viral because in some pictures, Amy's over here by me.
Oh,
Doesn't it look like that's his mom?
No way. That's his girlfriend.
No, that's his mom. She looks young enough to be his girlfriend. My mom was 16 years older than me. So, when I was
It's not a lot.
16, she was 32.
That's crazy.
And I really, at that point, I couldn't fathom how nutty that was because it was normal to me.
It's your mom.
She got pregnant when she was 15, so she was just so young. But he says, my mom's in her 40s. Her secret to not aging is dieting and exercising. She also has a skincare routine that I'm not aware of. Yeah.
He's like, I don't really know what it is.
We should
but-
post this up at bobbybones.com. What are you looking at over there, Lunch?
She's a smoke show.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really.
That's his
She looks
mom.
young.
How old is she for real?
He
40
just says in
something.
her 40s. Yeah. You can now be sued for posting a negative online review.
No, why? Huh?
I think I should take some of my Instagram trolls to court.
Right.
Make a lot of money.
How come? Slander or something?
Well, on Yelp, too, it actually hurts business.
Well, yeah, but I thought that's what Yelp is for.
But what if it's not true?
Okay.
So you can now be sued. Strategic lawsuits against public participation are meant to not only shut you up, but make you pay, around 6 figures if you're lucky. The suits are often crafted to be complicated, lengthy, and expensive for participants. So it's basically these people have come together and said, okay, we're getting together as kind of a group, and if you start smashing people, we're going to come at you as easily as you came at us with just writing things. So here's the only thing. You can't lose a lawsuit if it's truth, but you can still be charged for one. Like, you can win a case and it still cost you a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, your legal fees alone, it's a real bummer.
I'm just reading this story out for all these people on Facebook and Instagram. I'm looking. Our Facebook page is like the back alley of a bad part of town. Like, there are a couple good people in there. Did I say Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Yeah, our Facebook.
Right.
It's mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that old Mel Gibson movie. I guess they remade it too.
Lethal Weapon?
No, Mad Max.
Oh, and Thunderdome.
And it's like, you drive through and you see all these kinds of people that are just trying to murder you, eat you, spit on you. That's that's our Facebook page. We're a fun, positive show. We're good people. How we get people that are so angry on our Facebook page, I'll never know.
And it's bullying.
Yes,
It's bullying.
and I'm going to start suing.
Yeah.
That's it. I've
Get
never
'em.
sued anybody in my life, and that's what I do. I go after some youth director who decides to take out some of her angst on our Facebook page. All right, that's it. Anything you'd
There's
like to
some youth director you have in mind?
Well, no, but what happens is
I know.
people will write something on Facebook and they'll put expletives and it'll be nasty and they'll wish death or disease upon me. And then I'll click over to the page and it's like, Julie, she's been the director of her youth ministry for the last 4 years. I'm like, that's not what you do in youth ministry.
No.
This is your alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
So that's over. By the way, you can watch us on Facebook too, by the way. Yeah. Like the whole show is
Speaking
live.
of.
It's
Speaking
live
of.
all morning just about. We have cameras in here and you can watch that. So I do want to play Eric Church some of it. Jam here. Bobby Bones Show. I'm on Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones. If you want to hop over and follow me, that would be cool.
Beer don't keep, love's not cheap, trucks don't wreck.